Hey, what's going on, guys? I just wanted to make a quick little video. Not sure how quick this is gonna be, but people message me in War Thunder, newer players basically ask how I get basically the score that I do in the game, and trying to explain crew points to somebody through War Thunder's messaging system is kind of hard to do. But I basically will link them to this video explaining where you should put your crew points and where you shouldn't put your crew points. Basically, I'm going to go over the fighters and the bombers / attackers and where you should put the crew points that you have accumulated through, basically gain those points. I'm going to start off with the attackers, not the attackers, the fighters. And I'll go over the bombers and attackers after that. I'm going to start off, I'm just going to pick any type of fighter, Air Cobra, and go to crew slots, and this is where you're going to be putting in your points. Now, if you want to basically fill up every single point, including the pilots, the gunners, the ground service, if you wanted to spend all your points, it would cost you, I believe I did the calculations correct, it would cost you 35,562 crew points to do everything. Now, your first tree is going to be your pilot tree, and if you want to maximize everything in your pilot tree, it would cost you 11,472 crew points to maximize everything. For this tree, you have keen vision, awareness, G tolerance, stamina, and vitality. Alright, let's go over these real quick. Alright, what keen vision does is a skill that affects a pilot's visual range and the direction he is looking. Basically, the maximum distance and where he can detect an enemy. Now, if you want to maximize keen vision, it would cost you 1,626 skill points. Awareness is the next one in line. What awareness does, it basically affects the visibility range you can be detected. To maximize this, it is 1,626 points as well. Next one in line is G tolerance. To maximize G tolerance is 5,620 points. G tolerance is basically the tolerance of the effect of negative G's and positive G's on your pilot. Basically, it allows your pilot to make sharper and faster maneuvers without being covered by the blackness that you see if you take a really sharp turn, or redness. Next one is stamina in line. The maximum, if you want to maximize this, you would have to spend 1,300 skill points. This skill allows your crews to resist the fatigue for a long period of time and the accuracy of their guns over a period of time, as well as the G tolerance. It basically gradually decreases over a period of time. Say you take a lot of turns, then you try to shoot somebody, you raising this is going to help with the turns and the accuracy of your pilot after a bunch of turns in G tolerance. Vitality, to maximize that, is 1,300 points as well as a stamina. It affects the health of the crew members as well as the speed of recovery if they are wounded. Basically, if your pilot keeps on getting knocked out quite often, this will help prevent it to a point. Now, the next one in line of the trees is the gunners. What the gunners do is, these are for AI gunners. These are not for gunners for your pilot and how you will shoot other players if you are in a fighter. This only pertains to AI gunners. So if you're just have fighters in that slot, you don't want to put a damn thing into this. So in this case, I'll be using one of my attackers, which is my AG-20, which actually has quite a bit. Now, the top one is the number of experienced gunners that you can put into a plane. In my example, I have 4. You can keep on going up to 10. Just keep in mind they do get very expensive. Like if I want another gunner in my seat, it would cost me 600 points. Now to maximize the amount of gunners, I believe it's 10. It would cost you 6,120 crew points. Now, the fire accuracy, this is just pertaining to AI fire accuracy. What this does is it affects the accuracy of the gunner's fire, and it basically will lead the target for the AI, and the higher the skill point, the better they have a chance of hitting the plane what is trying to kill them. Fire precision. What fire precision does, it basically reduces the amount of scattered shots that the AI gunners will have. So if you're shooting all over the place, that's something that you want to upgrade, as well as to maximize these two. It would cost you 1,626 a piece. G tolerance, basically the same thing as the pilot skill crew. Basically, it'll resist the amount of negative and positive G's they'll have onto AIs. Stamina, basically the same thing as the pilot is as well. It costs 1,300 to maximize. It resists the amount of fatigue over a period of time, and basically the same thing as the pilot. Vitality. Now, if you're running bombers and attackers quite a bit, this is something you really want to work on. If your gunners keep on getting knocked out, this will help them recover faster. Basically, it will speed up the recovery time when they are knocked out. So if you're a fighter and you keep on knocking out somebody's AI, this is the reason, because they have such a high vitality in their crew slots. For the ground service, to maximize full ground service, it would cost you 11,086 points. Repair speed, not something I really work on, because I just pay silver lines to repair my aircraft. I don't want to wait. But to maximize this, it would cost you 2,138 points. It's basically a mechanical skill that if you don't have it checked that you got automatic repairs, this is basically, this skill will help you repair your planes faster. The next in line is repair rank. To maximize this is 2,189 points. It's also a mechanical skill. Basically the maximum rank that your mechanic can repair if you do not have the automatic repair checked. Reload speed. This is something you really want to work on if you are an arcade pilot for the most part. To maximize this, it would cost 5,441 crew points. It's basically an armor skill that helps you in the speed of which you reload in the air or at the airfield. I'll give you a small example. I did a little bit of testing. With the German bomber HE-111, I think it was H6 version. Now, if I don't have any reload speed into that bomber, it took me 1 minute and 19 seconds to reload my bombs. Now, if I had 5 skill crew points into the reload speed, it took me 1 minute and 16 seconds. So basically, for 5 points, it shaved off 3 seconds. Now, if I filled this bar all the way up to 50 crew points, it dropped down to 53 seconds. And if I had all my 50 points and expert on top of that with the qualifications, it dropped down to 44 seconds. So basically that expert shaved off 5 seconds off time, and if I slapped ace on top of that as well, it shaved off by 5 seconds more, bringing it down to 39 seconds. So reload speed does help out quite a bit. The difference between 0 and a fully aced out crew, including skill, the crew points, is 1 minute and 19 seconds to 39 seconds. So basically, you're shaving your time down by half. Now, for weapon maintenance, basically it's another armor skill. It affects the efficiency of the vehicle weaponry, reducing the overheating of the primary weapons, as well as the bombs and the rockets of the aircraft, which a lot of people don't know that weapon maintenance affects the bombs and rockets of any plane that you're flying. It also affects the machine guns and cannons, including turrets, with firing longer without overheating. This is basically noticed by the red circles filling up on your crosshairs, as well as it'll allow you to shoot longer in turrets if you're in a gunner seat in manual mode. Now, this doesn't affect AI gunners. AI gunners will shoot basically until they run out of ammunition. AI gunners are not affected by weapon maintenance as well at all. Weapon maintenance is also affected by bombs. It's barely noticeable unless you're at higher altitudes and you're trying to hit a smaller target. Basically, it's taking a circle and making it smaller so you have a better chance of hitting it, as well as rockets as well. Now, rockets have a fairly large circle. The more weapon maintenance that you have, the smaller the circle it becomes. So basically, you're shrinking the bullseye. As for qualifications, your fortry, now this really doesn't come into play until you accumulated enough crew level points, basically spending your points in your other places. And what this is going to do, when you get enough points, you can actually get up to expert level. Let's say with my Buffalo, I can upgrade that to expert, and when you get up to even a higher rank, you can upgrade to an ace title. But hopefully, when people ask me in the future, I can just link them to this video. If you guys do have any questions, please do ask in the comments below. But take care, folks. I'll see you on the next one. Later.